Hi. In this lecture, we will see completely about HTML, right, starting from the basics to a comfortable level where try to control the NodeMCU through its access point, not through the internet, directly to the access point, as like in the previous lecture we have seen. So I have just created a new project in which I have created a new file called. You can just go to new, right click and go to new, and you can create a HTML file like this. So I've just created one on off web server.html. So we will start right from the basics now. So how does a HTML, what is actually a HTML? HTML stands for this hypertext markup language. It is basically describes the structure of a web page, and it tells the browser how to display the content. In fact, first define the document type to be HTML. This is a general practice where we write the document type is HTML. Then after we start it with a tag called HTML and we end it with same. This is the end character. So these are the elements of a HTML page. So every HTML page starts with a HTML tag and ends with a HTML tag. This is a termination character. Now let us just see some other things. Any HTML page has mainly two things. One is the head and another is the body. So there are key two portions, head and body. Head basically contains your meta information of the web page, and body contains the content, actual content that you are going to display. Meta information can be like style, how you want to style the information which is present in the body. So inside head we can have title. Title is what we will see like where exactly this comes handy. So I want to keep a title NodeMCU web server. This is the title of my page, which will be present in the head. It is must and should that title should be present in the head. And inside body, I can write multiple things. Like for example, I want to write a heading. I can define it in between H1. Yeah, my heading 1 is just I want to write like heading 1. I just want to display how heading 1 looks like. And there can also be H2, how a heading 2 looks like. Likewise, you can have multiple heading types, up to 6 I think they're available. So these are multiple types of headings in different sizes, that's it, nothing special. And there are paragraphs here, so you can write a paragraph under the heading. So let us see what happens. I just saved this. To be clear, the project creation is a normal regular project creation where you select the path and create a lab, and then after when you enter you just have to create a web page. How? You have to right click on the project and go to new and create HTML file, nothing special. Then after you have written already this, so when you have created a HTML file, there are already browsers coming here. I think you are able to see this. So there are different browsers supported. So I have Edge, so I usually use Edge. So let me click on Edge. So this shows me how the HTML web page is going to look like. This is what we have typed and this is what we have got displayed. I wish to put something like device control, as because we are trying to achieve that only. Okay. In paragraph, I would want to show something like this is paragraph, that is enough. And we just save this, Ctrl S, and then go back just to refresh. So you will see that changed. So this is the way we move on. So now there are different things we can do with HTML pages. We can even create links and put images and things like that. For example, if you wish to put a link, hyperlink, I can straight away, there is a element. These are all elements. H2 is an element, body is an element, head is an element, HTML is an element. In the language of HTML we call these elements. Okay. Okay, I did not tell you the title. So if you see the title, you can see it here, NodeMCU web server, the title of the page. So whenever you open in the browser, it comes with that title. Okay, that is the role of title. So now I have made the heading as device control. So I wish to create a hyperlink now. I want to create a hyperlink so that it is linked to something. So I want to write inside a paragraph. I wish to write something like okay, inside a paragraph I want to create a, this is a paragraph, whatever is present inside between p and slash p will be a paragraph. So I want to write go for study, also go for search. Okay, whenever I see go for study, if I click on that go for study, it should be hyperlink. It should go to google.com. So I can create something called as anchor. This is called anchor, the anchor element. So inside this we would mention hyperlink reference, href, being, it should be in double quotes. This https is must ensure www.udemy.com. This is like go for study. And go for search, let me copy this. Now I save this, I go back, refresh the page, I get something like this, go for study and go for search. If I click on go for study, I'll automatically go to Udemy, and for go for search I go to Google. So this is how hyperlinks are created. So if you wish to place it down, you can just copy this and create in a different paragraph. Done. Let me refresh like this. So this is a different paragraph altogether. And now ultimately our aim is to create a web page where there are buttons to do the device control. Okay, now inside body, the device control, let it be there like that. Even you can start to create or make your own images to be inserted, for which you have to put the image in the working directory. For example, I have bulb.jpg. This is the image that I downloaded. So I wish to present it here, so for which you can use the tag image. Inside the image tag itself, the source of image will be bulb.jpg. It searches in the local path itself, so it's not a problem. I can define the width being somewhere around like 100. It's a small image, so I don't want to stretch it too much. Something like 100 by 100, that's enough. We will see how it appears. There is some mistake. What is the mistake? Bulb bu, oh, there is a spelling mistake. Now here is a catch. If suppose there is a spelling mistake and you don't know what is the actual image to be corrected, there may be very big web page. So that is why we use something called as alternate text, and we write bulb.jpg. Now see, let's see what happens. Now you see that bulb.jpg is having a problem. Why it's having a problem? Because the name is wrong. Redisplay it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let me make it something like with this very much more. Is it like that? Let me reduce the height. Let me do it, and yes. Okay, fine. Did I zoom it too much? Oh, yes, this is the proper zoom. This is the page. This is 100%. Okay, now my page name is device control, and there is a representative image of bulb control. Now how should I approach further? So I want to create different controls. In H1 I would like to create GPIO1 control. Now what we have to do is we have to take an element type called button, in which we can write on or off. Save it and have a look. This is how it looks like. Anchor with hyperlink being something like I wish to say like GPIO1 equal to on. This is the on text. Let me check whether this works. I'm not sure. I did not try this earlier. Yeah, it works. So if you take on your hand on that, so you can see that the button being on, and if you click on that, you will go to, if you observe here, if you just see it, the local host GPIO1 is equal to on. So later in our code, when we are trying to control devices in our actual project, I'll show you how to do that. So we have just linked this to a hyperlink. So when we click on this, this is the request which will be sent to the web server. That's what will happen. Okay. So similarly, I can create one more button, which is the off button. Refresh. See. Then we need to verify this. Yeah, we need to change this. So off is linked to GPIO equal to off. Okay, this is pretty good. This is a normal look. So I'm not satisfied this with this kind of buttons. The pretty thing that one would do is do something called styling, which is done through CSS. CSS is a language that we use to style an HTML document. It is only used to style the HTML document. It describes the how your HTML pages should be displayed. For example, in order to start CSS scripting, the browser should actually support the CSS scripting. Most of the browsers do that. So what I have done is I just named something in between style. And note that this is meta information, so it should be present inside the head only. So in this style, I want to see how the body looks like. For example, first of all, let me provide the information of the body style. So my body style, I want to make it colored blue, and background color being white, no change. It should be ending with a semicolon, or else it won't make any sense. The code will be misbehaving. And I want to align complete text to center, and I wish to maintain the width being 100%, not a shrinked one, complete width. Let me just save it and see what happens. Pretty good. The background is white, text is blue in color, and text is aligned to center. But still I don't see the buttons being stylish. So let us add style to the button also. And also, if you wish to change whatever elements present here, for example h1 is the element present here, I want to change the style of h1, so then you need to refer to h1 and you need to mention the style of h1, the font family. You can make it veranda, and font size, let it be 100%. This is how we do it, and we can just see Control S and refresh. Pretty good. Now I wish to create a style for the button, so I will create a button style class. Inside this button style class, I would make the background color of the button being somewhere like green. Let me try it. I don't know whether I can directly refer to the that. That is the background color of the button is green, and the display color is black. And I would align the text to the center inside the button. Okay, let the font size be somewhere around like 10 pixels or 12 pixels. It's your interest. Once you see it, you can change it. And I want to make it a curved button, so then we can put something like border radius. Without this, it will be like flat, like a normal HTML button. 10 pixel. And margin right, I want to place the buttons a bit far. So just let me see how it looks like. Then after we'll do some styling more. This is the basic styling. And there is one second. So yeah, here I should refer to it as, so simply I can remove this button. There is one more technique what we can use. Let me remove everything because it is again a copy paste. You can do it. Under H1, I want to create an anchor where the class of anchor is button style. So it directly adopts the properties from the button style and displays it as a whatever format you are looking for. And the href link being GPIO 1 equal to on, and the tag and write on. Similarly, I would create an off button. I would say off. Let us see how it looks like. Refresh. Pretty good. But something more I will add. I want to change the color. You can try to search for HTML colors. You have colors, you have to put it like this, BADA55. Let me try that color. Okay, pretty good. It's looking nice. And the color is black, text align center, border radius being 10 pixel. Does it make any difference? There is something wrong. There is an underline you are seeing. I wish to remove that underline, which after searching more I was able to get it. We have to make the text decoration none in order to overwrite it. Yeah, that underline is gone. Now it looks pretty good. I can just remove this border radius. I'm not sure why it is working, why it's not working, sorry. If I remove this border radius, what is happening? Oh, yes, this is the culprit. The font size being 12 pixel is a culprit because I removed the semicolon. Then this gets applied. Let me apply the border radius and font size being 12 pixel. Yeah, now the button became red because the font size is not terminated properly, it did not consider the next commands. That is why we were still seeing the underline. Now let me increase the size a bit. I wish to make the buttons look a bit far, so I wish to create something like margin right of around some 16 pixels. Again a mistake done by me. Margin left being again 16 pixel, and let me do some padding to the buttons. 12 pixel by 14 pixel. I wish to display them with that padding. Let me refresh what happens. Oh, this looks pretty good. The same I will repeat for all my GPIOs. So let me create 3 GPIO controls. Let me refresh and see what happens. This is pretty good. Now I don't want to see this very close, so I can make it like a paragraph. Okay. Let me refresh. Yeah, there is a spacing increased. So let me properly indent them so that it is more readable. Yeah, let me see what happens. Yeah, now these are a bit equally spaced. Now this is looking quite a bit nice. So we can go forward with this web page. We were able to create a beautiful web page. This is how we create web pages. Now that you know how to create a web page, this particular web page, what we are seeing now, we will be taking this and hosting it onto the Node MCU. On the Node MCU, we will see how to control this, like how to make it look, and then after what are the responses which will be coming from the web page or the stations which are linked to it, and then we take decisions. So let us keep the page like this. The same page we will be using in our next project, where we control devices using the web page hosted on the Node MCU. Thank you.